Hello everyone, Sidekicks here, and welcome to another episode of Hunting Simulator 2. We are in Texas today, and I bought a couple of licenses to go hunt for different animals here, so that's what we're going to be doing. Hopefully we'll stumble upon some of those animals that I actually have a license for. That would make things a lot easier. But let's go out here in the good old Texas frontier and see what we can get into, shall we? Well, it sounds like we have some deer in the vicinity, so let's see if we can spot some of them. Although yeah, we've got something in the distance here. Let's take a look at what that is. White-tailed deer, raw caliber. All right, so I guess this is what we're trying to go for here. See if we can get up closer. Although it does sound like we have something rustling in the bushes. Sorry, right over here to our left. Yeah, so if you watched one of the last episodes, you would know that I've been doing a lot of work on the Pawnee, Colorado map. Mostly because it's what I would define as a beginner map. It's good. It's not too large. You can walk around the map in a pretty short amount of time, and also there's the visibility on that map is great. It's kind of flat. Well, let's check out what this is right here. White-tailed deer. So that must be whatever sound is coming from over here. All right. Well, to close off the map talk here. So it's definitely a good starter map. You have very good visibility, and it's kind of easy to always spot animals there. So for anyone looking to get into Hunting Simulator 2, I would definitely recommend starting off at the Pawnee, Colorado map. That's the way I've gone about it and made some money so I could upgrade my weapons and a lot of other stuff.
Good dog.
Get myself a good amount of licenses.
Go on.
I did originally record an episode where I was in the, I think it's called Roosevelt Park, which is also in Colorado. And initially, the recording itself was about an hour and a half in length. I went to edit it, and at the end of it all, I kind of had to scratch it because I know that every time that you go out and hunt, you don't necessarily bring something back with you. You don't get to bag any animals. But I really didn't see any purpose in putting up a video of me more or less just walking around. Even if I tried to shorten it, even if I tried to put some music in, whatever, it would still just be a snooze fest. Oh, damn it. Schubert's lost. All right, well, let's see what we can find around here then. There's a tower over there in the distance on the other side of the river where last time I played this map, you could find cougars. And I believe I saw, oh, there's a tower out there in the distance. So I think we're just going to head for that tower and see what may or may not show itself around that tower. So I'll get back to you once we're closer to the tower. Well, we've just about made it to the tower here, so I'm going to crawl up into it and have a little look-see, see what's around. On the way here, we discovered different tracks. We had some mule deer, jackrabbits, and a bobcat as well. I believe there's a trail right here, probably a rabbit. There we go, Cottontail Rabbit. see. Probably the same thing that Schu Bird just found. Maybe. Oh no, that actually looks like it's... There you go.
Who's a good doggy?
Nice find there, dog. Alright, well, let's get up into this tower and scope out the place. Not seeing any immediate movement out here. Although it looks like a pretty good place. We're back on the move. Unfortunately, the tower didn't really reveal anything. Except for out in the distance, in the direction that we're headed right now. There was a cougar out there. But I did not buy a cougar license for this map. Well, this looks interesting.
That's a good
Well,
dog.
Schu Bird is definitely getting good at finding tracks, and especially tracks of mule deer around here. Anyway, right now we're headed towards, I believe there was a tent out in the distance, not far from where the cougar was. So that's where we're headed now. Oh, Schu Bird found something again. Let's see what it is. Good boy. Good job.
Dog.
As you might have noticed, some of Schu Bird's stats have increased quite a bit, which is good. Makes him better at what he's supposed to do. Supposed to do. Yeah, a little bit of stuttering there. But when it comes to companions, I haven't tried out any of the other companion dogs yet. But I've read somewhere. Oh well, actually, I've read in the description of the different dogs that your retrievers are typically dogs that you would use if you go hunting for different types of birds, especially ducks and geese. Almost anything that's close to like the little lakes that you see, because unfortunately, if you shoot an animal in the lake and they fall down into the lake, you as a character can't walk into the lake or get into the lake. Okay, you found something, Schu Bird, but what is it? Why am I not? Well,
Such a good dog.
let me praise you for finding something that I can't see. There you go. So
Go on.
go on, track whatever it is that you found. Now I'm apparently stuck on this tree. Yep. I am actually stuck on the tree. Oh man. That is BS. Well, guess we're gonna have to teleport back to the cabin. So see you guys in just a second. So here we are back at the cabin, and well, you could sort of call this a reset. I don't know why
Find something.
my character got stuck on that tree or bush, but he did. I could spin around, but I couldn't walk anywhere. So yeah, that's the first time that's ever happened, actually. So okay, dog, chill out. What is it that you're seeing? Oh, okay, it's the rabbit. I got it. Right, yeah, so to continue on from what I was saying about the different types of dogs. So the beagle is a really, really well-rounded dog when it comes to tracking animals. Probably the best there is in the game. But then again, like I said, I haven't tried out the other ones, but it's definitely a superb tracking dog. It won't go fetch anything. You can use it to flush out rabbits, turkeys, different types of smaller birds that might be hiding in the brush or the vegetation. And that makes it, like in my opinion, it makes it a very well-rounded dog. Then you have your retrievers, which are really good at when you're shooting birds, and they drop, they can retrieve them for you. And then, of course, you have your... Give me a sec here. I unfortunately have a sneeze. Alright, sorry about that. We're back. Yeah, so the retrievers are good for hunting down, not hunting, but they're good for retrieving birds or smaller prey. And then you have your, it's a, I can't remember what it's called, but a German point, I believe, which I'm kind of looking forward to trying out, because apparently it'll sniff out different types of animals. And oh, we have something moving down here. A female sheep. Yeah, that's not, we're not allowed to hunt those. And that has nothing to do with the license. That has something to do with it's a female sheep. Alright, need to check the map for a second. Because originally we were headed for a tent that was north of where that the tower was. Yeah, north. Nope, that's a big lie. It wasn't north. It was actually west of the tower. So I believe it should be somewhere down in this area right here. So that's where we're headed. See if we can find that tent down there. Which was also where we spotted a cougar. So it would have been nice if I had a cougar license, but fortunately I don't. I spent a lot of my money on new weapons and new clothes, and then to refresh the licenses for Colorado. So one of the things though that I found out in going back to the Pawnee map is I spent my unlimited license on the cougar. No, yeah, on the cougar. But elk has really made me a good amount of money on that map. So usually you'll be able to, whenever you load into the map, you'll be able to spot a cougar at they usually hang out, for whatever reason, they sort of hang out in the corners of the map, which is, I mean, it's fine by me. Let's just praise Schu Bird here. Can make him track these bighorns. Alright, so I was saying, yeah, so the cougar you might be able to find in one of the corners of the map. But elk seems to be sort of roaming all over, and that's a very interesting sound. Not able to spot what that was. Alright, well, going back to elk in Pawnee. So, if you have yourself an elk license, you can bag 3 elk. Male elk, that is. You can't shoot the females. And, depending on the size, naturally, they will actually give you... Okay, that sounds like a cougar to me, which I cannot hunt. Still not sure whether... Well, I was about to say, I'm not sure whether they'll attack you or not. So far, my experience with cougars has been that they just run away. They don't want anything to do with you. So they run away. Which I guess, in its own, is kind of cool. I do believe, though, that in the other hunting game, the hunter...
That's a good dog.
That animals will actually attack you. Sometimes on purpose, and I've had an animal that I was sneaking up on, and it turned around, not to attack me, but just straight up turned around and injured me. I can't really decide whether or not I would like to see the ability to get injured or mauled or attacked in this game as well. You never know, it might be a feature that's coming. Also, speaking of the Hunter Call of the Wild, they recently just... There we go. Hang on a sec. They recently released a DLC, a Bloodhound Dlc. So I don't know if they kind of borrowed a bit from the Hunter 2 here, but so now they actually have a Bloodhound that can help you track animals. Haven't tried it out yet though, but I'm looking forward to it. Don't think my first shot actually hit. I don't even think that one hit. Alright, Schu Bird, I'm just gonna praise you, but we need to go find this bighorn right here. That's our meal ticket. Yeah, I'm not seeing any blood, so horrible shooting. Once again. Unless... What have you found, boy? Oh, rabbit.
Good dog.
You're really good at finding rabbits and mule deer on this map.
Come along.
Alright, well, back to the main objective. Getting out to the tent that was somewhere out here. Oh, there's a tower down here. So, yeah. Sort of like a typical standard mission in Red Dead Redemption 2. You get distracted by side quests and stuff, so... Again, with the rabbits. You're getting good at that, Schu Bird. Alright, well, we will be going to that tent at some point, but for now, we're just going to take a short detour and go over to the tower over here. So, here we are at the second tower. Well, technically the third, because I have another tower spotted. And it sounds like we have some bighorn around. So, let's get into the tower and hopefully I can spot some. Right over there, there's the tent that we're going for, so doesn't seem to be too far away. See if we can scope out some bighorns and hopefully land a shot. Sounds like they're coming from over here. Oh, there we have one. Alright, I was debating internally whether to take the shot or not. I think we're gonna pass on it this time around. And head on over towards the tent over here. So, yes, we'll get back to you once we get closer to the tent. Alright, we almost made it to the tent here, which is, I'd say, one of the cooler features in the game, that when you discover these tents, that you can use them as fast travel points. I know some people might not agree with that and say, oh, well, hey, this is a hunting simulator, you should walk all the way there, etc., etc. But when you look at it from a different perspective, if you've ever played the Hunter Call of the Wild, they have ATVs that you can use to move around. And I actually, if I remember correctly, it's been a while since I played that game, but if I remember correctly,
Good dog.
they also have fast travel to the different lodges and cabins that you unlock. So I like this feature. It allows you to go to certain places fairly fast. It did sound like, though, that we had some deer somewhere down in this valley right here. Alright, 1 out of 5 campsites. Let's just take a gander, See if we can spot any movement.
Come along.
Yeah, it doesn't appear to be a lot of action around here. So, supposedly, I was about to say, should be able to see all the way over to that second tower, which is right there. Is that an animal? Nope, that is just a log. But luckily, Schu Bird found something down here, so let's go see what he's got for us. Whether it's another rabbit or something larger. Alright, boy, what have you found? A rabbit. Really?
Who's a good doggy? Go! Follow that trail.
I think my rifles are too high caliber to actually be allowed to shoot rabbits. Also, I'm pretty sure I don't have a rabbit license. The few licenses that I actually have for the Texas map are primarily geared towards larger prey. All that and whatever I could afford with the money that I had left. But yeah, in a lot of ways, this episode is starting to shape up just like the episode I recorded where I had to scratch it oh, there we go. There's something over here. There we go, mule deer, and we have the license for it. See if we can kind of sneak over on this side. I just need to be able to actually land a good shot at it. Alright, that's great. You found something, Schu Bird. Oh, okay. It's moving away from us, which is not totally unrealistic. Oh. Alright. Alright. I'm assuming that it ducked its head because it's trying to eat something. No, it's just moving in a different direction. Come on, pop up here. Got it. Got it. Finally, a shot that actually landed. There we go. Actually, maybe that's the first mule deer that I've actually shot. Mature, yeah. Nice speaky English there. Alright. Not too bad. Let's bag it. Let's just analyze it just for funsies. Oh, you found something, Schu Bird.
Such a good dog.
You're great. You're great. You're the best dog of them all. Best dog of them all. Alright, let's just scan the area here to make sure we haven't missed anything. Not seeing anything, not hearing anything, so this, oh, what's that out in the distance? Okay, there's a tower way over there. Alright, well that's gonna be somewhere to go in a future episode. And speaking of future episodes, or episodes in general, yeah, I don't know why I've started to become very conscious of saying all the time, and thank you very much for that, Schu Bird. Not the dog Schu Bird, but the actual person Schu Bird, because he started actually paying attention to that, and apparently he's writing down on a piece of paper every time he says But I get it. It's a thing. It's a weird pause that we humans do, where we're thinking about what to say, but unfortunately we end up saying But anyway, this is going to cut it for this episode right here. Give it a thumbs up if you liked the episode, and if you made it this far, consider subscribing. And for now, this has been Sidekicks. Thank you very much for watching.